Keep going. So what we're going to do today is make a ring out of this Don't Mess with Texas silver round. This is a 1 ounce fine silver, 0.999 fine silver. And we'll make a ring out of this head side. Should be pretty good. Big Don't Mess with Texas around the outside edge there. Then we'll make a key ring out of this center part. So let's get going. First thing I'm going to do is anneal the coin. That will soften it, make it a little bit easier to work with. I'll put this magic marker on it, and when that black line disappears, we'll know that coin is been heated up enough. So let's go. There, it's almost there. All right, I think that's good. And now we'll dunk it. What happened to my tweezers? Dunk it in some cool water. Oh, by the way, I'm Mark with SouthWind CoinRings. And for about the next hour, I'll probably be providing some entertainment for you and teaching you how to make a coin ring. All right, so time to move on to the next step, which is to punch a hole in the center of this. And I'm going to be using this self-centering die. Punch, I should say. And I'm going to be putting a 3/4 inch hole in it. So I'll put this 3/4 inch die on this pedestal and then cover it up with a couple of pieces of paper towel. And that'll help to protect the detail on the coin. Then the coin will go in on top of that pedestal like so. And then when I screw the lid down, it will center this coin up on top of that pedestal. Okay, so normally I can put the punches down like this, but this the working end on this punch is too big to go through the hole. So I have to put it in this way and then screw the lid down. Get it nice and tight. That will center the coin up. And then we'll put the coin in this hydraulic press and punch a hole in it. If anybody has any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Why are you doing this? Me says he's making money. Yeah, I guess that's pretty accurate assessment. I sell these rings. What's going on here? Yeah, there we go. Thanks for the follow, Brandon. Yeah, I'm not sure, Cheryl, if you were here at the very beginning, but I'm going to make a ring out of this coin. And there's the center that we punched out of it. That'll be our key ring. I'll drill a hole in it right here and then attach it to a key ring. But that won't be part of the video or the live today. I'll do that later. I'm gonna get this camera in the right position. There we go. Okay. So there we have our punched coin. Don't mess with Texas. All right, now I'll just get these things out of the way. Move on to the next step, which will be to clean up this edge. Because when the punch goes through, you might be able to see right here, it leaves a ragged edge that's made up of a bunch of little micro cracks. And if I don't get rid of those, when we start to stretch this, those little cracks will spread and tear and ruin the whole thing. I have a sample here of what that looks like when that happens. Here's one I did a while back that split. So I take this deburring tool and just shave the edge down, get down into some nice solid silver. Get rid of all those little imperfections. Well, we got some political statements here. Not interested in that. It's still worth its value in silver, even as a ring. These are not coins, so they have really no numismatic value. They're just investment silver, basically. It has some nice, cool patterns on them. Okay, so then got that shaved out, so then I'll take this sanding block and smooth it out. Yeah, it does work pretty good. Plumbers use these to trim the insides of pipes before they solder them, I believe. It's pretty sharp. I've cut my finger on it before. All right, it's nice and smooth. So now we'll move on. So right now all we've got is a coin with a big hole in it. You know, I can't wear that very well. So we got to shape it into a ring. And I'll do that over here on this arbor press. And to begin that process, we'll use this dapping block. Get it centered up under the ram. And then I want this side to be on the outside of the ring, so it's going to go down like this. And I'll take this plastic ball bearing, center that coin up there, and then we'll press it down into that hemisphere. And that will be the beginnings of a ring shape. But we'll be changing to a different tool. So it's just pretty much a cone shape right now. Nail buffers have different grits, yeah. Yeah, this has 4 different grits on it. I'm not sure what they are anymore, I can't read it. But they're used for fingernail files or buffers. I bought those at a beauty supply. All right, so now we'll take the reduction die, get the right size. These are ground to a 17-degree angle. That looks like a good one there. Get it centered up. Then I'll take this 17-degree stainless steel cone and we'll set it down in there, nice and gentle. Make sure the coin is still centered up good. We want it to be centered so that it bends evenly. That looks pretty good. So now we'll just push it down about halfway. And the reason I do that is because there's some detail on the inside here. This one doesn't have a lot, but that stainless steel will kind of flatten out this detail if I push it all the way down in there. So at this point I change over to this composite material, and it's softer than the metal, so it won't damage that detail in there. But it's hard enough to shape it, but not hard enough to damage it. So we'll just push that down the rest of the way. And now you can see that the coin has pretty much come into contact with all this cone all the way around, so I can't bend it any further with this tool anyway. So we want this to be a size 11 ring. So I need to stretch it up to around 13 if it's not already there. Let's see where we are. Okay, yeah, we're at 15 now. So what I'm going to do now is start reducing the size of this reed edge here to be even with this edge. And then when the two sides are even, we'll start reducing the whole thing, both sides together. And I'll use what's called Swedish wrap process to do that. I'm in Kansas, Brian. Wichita, Kansas. All right, so I'm going to take this tape. It's plumber's tape called Blue Monster, and just start wrapping this up. I'll do 12 wraps. It's a little bit hard to do when it's in a cone like this. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. I'll cut it off. Now I'll just wrap this over the top edge and the bottom edge. And now we'll put it in this die. It's almost, well, I might have to do this just a little bit differently. Let's see if I can get that pushed down in there. Sometimes the coins are a little bigger, and can't wrap them with as much tape in the very beginning. Let's see if we can push this down in there. No, I'm gonna have to unwrap it and just put maybe 2 or 3 wraps on it to get it started. Should check first. So you know what? Let me check and see if I can push, see if I can go any further here with this guy. I might be able to get a little bit more. I have to be careful because if I push too hard on this in here, it can go through the whole, just all the way through it, and it'll mess this edge up. So I got to be careful that I don't do that. I've done it too many times. So let's see if we can get a little bit more bend out of it. Doesn't feel like it. I might have to go to the next size up on the Swedish wrap. Yeah. This one must be a little bit bigger than normal. So I do have a big guy here. I can use this one. Should have just pulled that out instead of unwrapping it. No worries. I'll just wrap it up again. That should be enough just to get started and reduce it down a little bit. Yeah, I suppose I could do that, but I'd rather do this way. I got the tool, I might as well use it. That should do it. It always gets stuck in this tool. The other tools I have are from Jason's works, and they're seem to be smoother. I don't have this issue of them getting stuck in there with those. Okay. There's a homemade pusher I've got. Now it should fit in my standard, barely, but it will fit this time. So just give it a little bit of a press. I'll try to do this without wrapping it again. If it cooperates with me. And we'll just push it down a little bit. And then we'll wrap it up again. Probably should re-anneal it also at this point. Okay, everything still looks good. All right, so let's come back over here and anneal this guy again. What is that right? I'm not quite sure what you're asking me. Okay, I'm gonna put another Sharpie mark on it. You probably can't see it. I can. Should put it on the inside, I guess. Okay, now this will work how I want it to work. Ask what size die that was. Oh, this one, it's a 1.0 to 1.4. It's 1.4 in the top, and then it reduces down to 1.0. Yeah. This other one is a, if you're asking about this one, it's a 1.6 in the top. It's not marked what it is on the bottom. I've never measured it, so. All right. Wrap it up one more time. Thanks for the follow, Astra and Jordan, James. Truly appreciate it. All right, now things will start moving. I'm going to check this frequently, because if the detail starts to break through the tape, it'll come in contact with the metal and potentially start flattening it. So right now you can see don't mess with Texas. So the detail is starting to come close to the outside of this tape. I think we're in good shape. We'll go down a little bit further and wrap it a little bit more. Go down to that black line there. Check it again. Everything's looking good. See the rim starting to kind of come through there a little bit. And let's see, this side's getting close to being the same size as this one. So this wall's starting to flatten out. So now I'm going to turn it over and push it down from the cut side. I've been pushing from the reed side. Okay, it's getting pretty even now. Straight across here, straight wall. So I'm going to unwrap it, check the size. Well, actually, I guess I can just pull that top off there. We'll leave what's on the wall. Okay, we are at 13. I want to go to 11. So I think I'm going to take this opportunity to go ahead and cut this rim out of here. So I'll just get it down, and then I won't have to keep guessing on what the size is going to be. If I don't cut that out of there, you know, go down to 11, but then I'm going to have to cut that out, and it's going to change the size again. So we'll just get that out of there now. It will change the size by at least a full size, probably. So we'll go back to the deburring tool and just start cutting that out. This is what I was doing when I cut myself here a while back. It slipped out. My finger was there and just sliced it. I was bleeding like a stuck hog. But the show must go on, so I just kept working. Okay, there's still quite a bit to cut. And I collect these shavings, and one of these days I'll melt them down, pour something, do a casting, is what I mean. Or maybe make some wire out of it. But I don't have the tooling right now to make wire, but I'm thinking about getting it. Yeah, this one's got a pretty big rim. Anybody have any questions? Thanks for the follow, Rudy. We'll just keep cutting. Now the reason I cut that out of there is because the ring won't fit properly if it's got that big lip in there. So we need to get it as close to the size of the inside diameter of the ring as possible. Whoops. Should probably take the tape off there. How can I order one? Well, you go to my website and take a look at everything I have. You can order from there. Or if you want one of these rings I'm working on right now, you can just order from me here on TikTok through my PayPal account. But I know some people are a little, hesitant to do that because they don't know me. If you've never bought from me before, I understand. But you can order from my website. I also use, I have an Etsy shop, but I don't do much on Etsy. I started using one called Michael's. And, I put my stuff on Michael's too, some of it. Ah, man. Yeah, I'm going to take that off there. That's just causing me problems. I still have more to cut here. It's SouthWind CoinRings.com. I need to update it. There's some of the, last few I've made I don't have up on there yet. Now it's getting close. And on Michael's, you get a 30-day return privilege. Because when you use Michael's, you actually buy it from them and then they pay me. You get free shipping also. Okay, that's good. Oh man, I got a bunch of silver on the floor. Excuse me a second while I pick this up. If I stomp all over it, I'm gonna lose it. Okay. All right. Easier one. No, it's not. Only if you intend to defraud somebody. Like, well, anyway, with this is not even a U.S. coin, so it wouldn't matter anyway. But let's say this is a silver dollar. No, that's not a good example. Let's say this is a quarter, and I try to manipulate that quarter to look like a 50-cent piece, and then sell it, try to pass it as a 50-cent piece. That's illegal. There has to be an intent to defraud. You can change coins all day long, or paper money, as long as you don't try to get cute. All right, so let's see what size we're at now. 14 and a half. So now I can just reduce down to my target size of 11, because I've got that rim out of there. Don't have to worry about that anymore. We'll wrap it back up. Much easier to wrap when that wall's straight like this. By the way, I do quarters and half dollars and silver dollars. We do a lot of silver dollars. They've been really popular during the holiday season. Okay, go down about halfway to that line and check it. Okay, I'll turn it over and push from the cut side now. Going back and forth keeps that wall straight. Okay, we'll take this opportunity to check the size. 13, got two sizes of reduction to go. I'm going to wrap it, give it a couple more wraps around that reed side, protect that rim. I use these lines as reference. Now this will be the next reference point. We're now about halfway. Everything's looking good. So now I'll press it from this side. About the same, about halfway to that line. And then I'll turn it back over this way. Now I gotta be careful now because the reduction is gonna start happening really fast. It's looking about right, I think. If I go too small, I have to put it on the stretcher and stretch it. Okay, let's see what we got. I think that's about right. 11 and almost 11 3/4. So we need to keep going. But like I said, that we got about a half a size of reduction to go, and that can happen really fast. Doesn't take much. Thanks for the follow, Mills, and user 855. Okay, we'll just go to that line. And that should do it. Just do the other side, and then we'll check our size again. All right. Just gonna unwrap it. When that tape gets hard, sometimes it can be difficult to unwrap it because you can't find the end. There we go. Now I've got several layers of tape. Now I gotta find the end again. There it is. I must have had 3 layers on this one. Oh boy, that's really hard too. Just slide it off the end. There we go. Okay, we are at 11 and almost 11 and a half. So we have a little bit more reduction to do. So I'm going to go ahead and anneal it. No, I'm not going to anneal it because I want it to be work hardened when I finish, so the ring wears a little bit better. So we'll just wrap it again. Reduce it down another half size. Because fine silver is relatively soft, so it's best to, and as you work the silver, it hardens as you start moving that metal. So we want it to be hardened as much as possible when the ring is finished. Alright, so now we need to compress that tape, and then when we get down to the ring, to the metal, we just want it to just barely move. So now the tape should be compressed. So this should do the reduction on the ring itself. Thanks for the follow, guys. Okay, let's see what that got for us. Okay, now we are 10 3/4. So I went a little bit too far. Let's take a look at what the walls look like. Gotta be careful I don't drop it. There we go. Okay, we got a pretty nice straight wall there. That's what I'm after. Now, let's see. Do we have any rim on the inside left that we can cut? I think we can cut a little bit more and bring that size up a little bit. I need to bring it up a 1/4 size. So I'll do a little bit more cutting, and then when I do the fine finishing work, sanding, then it'll also enlarge it just slightly. So I'll cut a little bit more. I just want to be careful I don't cut into the detail on the inside. I like to keep that as good, as close, as perfect as possible. We're almost there. Just a couple more circles here, and I think we'll have it. Okay, there we are. Just a hair under size 11. Like I mentioned, when I go to do the fine sanding on this, it will bring it up to 11. Right, so now we'll put a patina finish on it using liver of sulfur, which is a very stinky concoction. We'll do that here. Got my liver sulfur warming up over here. I'm going to steam clean this and get rid of any fingerprints I might have left behind. That will also warm it up. Okay. I'll just drop that down in there and seal that stink inside the bottle. That'll take a couple minutes. Thanks for the follow, John. Does anyone have any questions while we're waiting? Oh, thanks for the gift there. I wondered what that noise was. Appreciate it. Do we have any Texans in the audience? Do we just use a standard size when we're... well, you need to know your size, of course. I'm a size 9. I weigh, what, 165? So if you don't know your size, you should probably try to get it measured so we don't have to go back and forth. Waco, Texas, Midland. Oh, we got some Texans, all right. Houston and Waco, Midland. I got a couple of Texas rings. The one I just made. And then here's the Texas seal. Great state of Texas. And there's a key ring that goes with that. It's got the star in the middle of it. All right, see what we got here. Yeah, I need to leave it in there a little longer. I think I need to make some new solution. That should be good enough. Just rinse it and then we'll dry it off. That liver sulfur, it oxidizes the silver. Then we can remove the oxidation from the highlights, the high spots, and leave it in the background, and then, you know, it gives some contrast. If it's just high polish, then it's hard to see the detail. But some people like that. It's just a matter of personal taste. So I take this polish, it's called wax, Renaissance wax. And that kind of helps to cover the patina in the background, the oxidation, so it doesn't all get removed when I'm hitting the details on the top. Okay, so now take the steel wool and remove the oxidation from the inside. It's liver of sulfur. Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, the liver of sulfur oxidizes the silver. Okay, now we'll hit the high spots on the top. Now you can start to see the "Don't Mess with Texas." Then I take one of these fingernail files, and this will kind of shine it up a little bit. It just kind of rides on the top of the detail and leaves the oxidation in the background. Okay, now we'll shine it up a little bit. Use these disposable polishing cloths. And you can see that makes it shine. Starting to look pretty good. So there we go. I'll show you what I started with, in case you weren't here at the very beginning. This is what the coin looks like before I make my changes to it. On the back side, it's got a bull, but he's on the inside of the ring now, so he's not really too visible, but he's there. His legs are there. All right, so the next thing I do, you can see probably the deburring tool leaves behind these stutter marks, is what I call it. The tool kind of gets hung up in these reeds and leaves those little lines, so I need to smooth that all out of there. So I normally don't show this on the live, but I'll go ahead and do it this time. If you want to hang in and watch it, that's cool. Come over here to my finishing bench. If I can get this in the fixture. There we go. I just got me a miniature lathe that goes into the end of the drill so I can sand that edge. A miniature lathe chop. I'm not really sure what you. Oh, chuck. Okay. Yeah, I use. I've got a diamond burr here on this Fordham tool that I use to smooth that out, and then I'll put the ring on this mandrel and use sandpaper to smooth it up. So this is how I do it. It gets a little noisy. Probably have the camera on the wrong side. Well, I've been doing silversmithing for quite a while, so I got a pretty good selection of tools for soldering and finishing. Let me bring my iPad over here so I can see if anyone's asking any questions while I'm doing this. A miniature sanding belt. I've got one that I bought at Harbor Freight. I don't use it too much though. Okay, let's see what we got here. A little bit more work needs to be done. You gotta be careful using this tool, because power tools make power mistakes if you're not careful. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Harbor Freight just got a new woodworking bench. Oh yeah, that's what I use over there on the other side. Yeah, it's really, really nice. It's like 159 bucks, I think, if I remember correctly. Okay, so now I go over here to this guy. And I apologize in advance, this gets pretty noisy. But if you want to see the whole process, this is part of it. That's good. So I start out with 320 grit. And work up to 1,000. The lazy chuck I got from my drill. I'm not quite sure what you're talking about. And I use the black rubber holder. You talking about these? These guys here? Yeah, I'm just not sure I follow what you're talking about, though. The lazy chuck. That's 1,000. There's my 600. I'll change over to 1,000 grit. There we go. Now, got rid of all those nasty lines. Now we get the other side. Getting close. There we go. Now I'll just sand this edge real good. Whoops. Drop the sandpaper. There it is. And I use this exhaust fan to suck all that dust up because it will get into your lungs. Oh, we had 100 people stick around for this. Cool. Sure this is 1,000 yet. Stuff is getting hot. Yeah, this comes in very handy. I also have a pickle pot over there that you put a hot ring in it to remove the fire scale, and it sucks up the fumes. Let me get my polishing cloth again. Well, I have a couple here. These aren't the disposables, but they probably better. Yeah, I like this ring. Don't mess with Texas. Pretty cool, huh? Make me want to live in Texas. Well, you don't have to live in Texas to wear it. So yeah, this is pretty close to being done. I'll get this up on my website and put it on Michael's Maker Place. It's like I mentioned earlier, it's a kind of Etsy clone, but much better than Etsy for the sellers. There we go. Anybody have any questions? No, I just, whoever wants it, I can resize it. It's a size 11 now. I usually make them a size 11 because that way I can reduce it or enlarge it a little bit if somebody wants it. Or I can make them from scratch. I have a couple more of these. I think I bought 3 of them. The original coin, I'll show you. We must have a lot of people coming in late. That's the original. And I'm going to take the part that I punched out of the center and make a key ring. Here's a Donald Trump key ring. Donald Trump's mugshot. I made a Donald Trump ring the other day. I think I've got that here. Haven't finished working on it yet. It says wanted for a second term. I thought that was kind of cool. Any last questions? Yeah, the lettering pops when you put that patina on it. If I did a high polish, it would pretty much just look like this. It'd be a little shinier. But you can see that you can see the difference. The detail really is, there's contrast in the detail. Those, I get them at Walmart. Well, actually, these I got from Temu, but they sell identical ones at Walmart. Just pay a lot more for it. And then those other ones also come from Walmart. I tried to buy these from Temu also, but they didn't have them. Or I think they had them, but they were the same price. These things work really nice. Any other questions? Too big for me. Fits that finger. Also, I'll take the video from this live feed and post it on my YouTube channel, which is SouthWind CoinRings, and also make a short version for TikTok. If you follow me, you can find my profile with all my videos. Yeah, I can do that. What do you got? What kind of coin do you have? Ah, okay. Is it a 50-cent piece or a silver dollar or? Oh, by the way, these are $159. I charge $159 for my 1 ounce rings, or they're not actually 1 ounce after I make it, but it starts out as 1 ounce. This is 1 ounce fine silver. And for like $50 or 75 quarters, depends. If it's a solid, if it's 90% silver quarter, like a state quarter, 49. Yeah, 50-cent piece. If you provide the coin, it'd be $50 for me to make it. If I provide the coin, it's 75. You never weighed a finished coin. Oh, a finished ring, you mean? Well, let's just take a look and see. See, I'll include the, since this, you get the center punch as a key ring, so we'll put that on there too. Should be close to 1 ounce, maybe 0.8 something. Or 0.9 maybe. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, oops, I'm weighing the wrong thing. going to say, why is it an ounce? The ring is 0.723 troy ounces, 0.964 with both of them. So you're getting almost a full ounce when you factor in the coin ring or the key ring. Well, any other questions, guys? You want to see some more of my stuff? I'll show you some more of my rings while we're at it. You know, not interested, I guess you can just kind of drop off. But, I mean, this is why I'm here, so. This one is Justice Girl. This one starts out as a 1 ounce, 159 for that. Some of these I have marked down. This is a 1/2 ounce polar bear. Where's the bear? There he is. There's the bear. This is a Canadian silver round. Let's see, I've got some silver dollars here. Here's a 1880 Morgan, the head side out with the date showing. Size 11. 139 on this one. I got these marked down because they're my photo samples. There's Liberty. Starts out as a Liberty Eagle. 127, size 11. Then I do powder coating also. There's one of my favorite powder coated rings right there. It's a Sacred Heart. The reason it's Sacred Heart is because this is the center that comes out of it. Need to put that on a keychain. Here's a U.S. Army. The powder coated ones are a little more expensive because you wouldn't believe the amount of labor is required to apply that powder coat. 145 for that one, size 10. And here's a United States Navy. $145, size 10 1/4. Then I've got another. I showed that Texas State Seal ring earlier. Here's the powder coated version of it. Great state of Texas. 11.5. I got this one for 100. Just got a couple of minor flaws there on that edge. Nothing serious, but this one, if there's any Brits in the crowd, there's a coronation of King Charles III. This one's size 11. What's the price on that one? I think it's like 145 or something. Oh, the damn tag's stuck. Yeah, 145 for that. Some of these I have the centers for the keychains. I was calling it key ring earlier, but I guess it doesn't matter. And this is, then I do piece dollars. There's a piece dollar, 1922, I think. Yeah. Here's a Don't Tread on Me. Makes a cool ring. Not sure how good that's showing up. Lighting's not all that great. I've got a ring here of that somewhere. Here's a cannabis ring. Legalized nature, it says. That one would be like a 145, I think. I don't have that one with the price on it. What else do we got here that's interesting? There's one, Great State of Texas, patina version. I need to polish that up. Let's see, where's my... There's one more I want to show. That's pretty cool. This one is a Don't Tread on Me half ounce. It's very popular. It says Don't Tread on Me, and then Live Free or Die on the other side. I got this in a powder coat also. This would be $75 for that one. Same price as a $50. This one's kind of cool. I call that one the Ring of Fire. 145 for that. That one's actually the reverse of this. This is a pieces of 8. Pretty cool. I'm looking for that. Somewhere here I've got the Don't Tread on Me ring. Can't seem to locate it. There's a Mexican Libertad, kind of a cool ring. It's got 10 small versions of the Mexican state country's seal, different versions of it. Then I've got some $50. Oh, there's that powder coated Don't Tread on Me, the half ounce version. Somewhere I've got that other one. I'm not seeing it. Well, guys, if you saw anything there that piques your interest, you can message me on TikTok. We can work out some kind of an arrangement. And thanks everybody for hanging in with me. I appreciate it. Still got almost 50 people here. If you want to, don't tread on, or yeah, don't mess with Texas. I've got this one that I made, and I think I've got two more of the coins. Makes a very nice ring. I like that one. So, any questions? Mark, how do we see those? Right here. I don't have these anywhere on any website or anything. Maybe I should do that. Be a hell of a lot of work. But if you saw something that you like, let me know. I can show it to you again. Oh, there's that Don't Tread on Me. This is the ounce Don't Tread on Me. On the inside, it says the price of liberty. What does it say? Yeah, it just says the price of liberty on the inside. There's an American Silver Eagle. That makes a pretty nice ring. This is a wide band. I just made a narrow band. Where is it? It's here somewhere. Yeah, here's the narrow band. I haven't finished this one yet. And then I have the Walking Liberty $50. It's the same design. What else we got? There's that. The peace dollar in a ring. Got that for $99, size 11. Here's another silver dollar. I got this one marked down to 100. That's a Morgan. This is a 1921, I think. Yeah, 1921 Morgan with the tail side out. All right, that's about all I got. I have to get my size first, yeah. I think most of these rings I do have on my website, but they're at, the full price. There might be a few of these that aren't on there. This one I'm wearing is a Year of the Dragon, 2024 Year of the Dragon. That's my Chinese sign. I sent you a message. Okay, cool. We'll get back to you. All right, everybody. Like I mentioned, you message me on TikTok, or you can go to my website at SouthWind, CoinRings.com, and leave me a message there. Or on Michael's Maker Place. I don't have too much on there. Oh, there's one ring that I should show before we wrap this up. What did I do with it? It's a very cool. I don't know what I did with it, but I can show you the coin. Actually, I have somebody that wants to buy this ring. I got it ready to ship around here somewhere. This is a very cool design. It's it says "Land of the Free because of the brave," and in the middle it's got the American flag. I just really, really like this. Very powerful statement. I've got a video on TikTok of making this, a short version, and full tutorials on my YouTube. Okay, I think that's it this time for real. So everybody have a great weekend. Got football coming up tomorrow. Things are getting down to the thick. My team's been kind of sucky lately. Chiefs. I don't know what happened to the Chiefs this year. I think they got too cocky. Spent too much time making cute commercials. Okay, guys. Thanks for stopping by and sticking around. I really appreciate it. Appreciate all those follows. And I usually go live about 3 or 4 times a week. So thanks again. Catch you later. Bye-bye.